And we're in Zen. It only took, like, you know, 100 million years, but this is it. I mean, it's finally in the game. And, boom candy. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not a graphics person by any stretch of the imagination, but it's cool. I mean, I like this foreshadowing to the Nihilanth chamber, and just... I love the soundtrack for this. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard this, I got the fucking chills, man. I like this. I genuinely... I really do like this. It's a mixture of, like, aquatic, and, like, bacteria, and space weird, and... You know, it gives me a very good feeling, like, to play. It's a very cool part. So, get used to those landing mechanics as well, because you're gonna need to learn how to do this. If you don't, well, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't know why I had to say it like that. There is an achievement if you played Half-Life 2, these amoeba things, which I didn't know had no collision. If you kill all those, you can get an achievement. I haven't done it. It's similar to the antlion grub one, which is a bit iffy. But you know, I personally like... Okay, let's just be honest. This is way better thematically, visually, audially, even the fucking speed at which the blue stuff heals you in this. It's just better. Okay, let's not even, like, try to pretend. Like, the way that the Zen fauna looks, the way that, like, the creatures interact with it, the new creatures, the way the existing Zen wildlife fits into this, it's just Gucci, okay? It's really good. I may be fanboying here, but I really, really, really love the addition of all the like, almost camouflaging, if you will, of some of the other enemies in the game here. Because, like, it really drives home, like I was saying earlier, that feeling that what you're fighting in the earlier sections of the game, like the bull squids and... Is this something I can die on? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you die if you fall down that. Like, all that stuff is basically just weird, wild fucking animals, and I like that. I genuinely think that this entire section really nails that. And this is really cool, like, player training. Like, okay, electric source, the crystal, energy, portal, got it. Okay, that's, like, very small. This is all additions that Zen is new to, I guess. Like, these crystal things over here. So, those things actually sap your suit power, and I think they can eventually start sapping your HP. And then these blue crystals, these are new. They refill your HEV suit, which is interesting. I mean, it basically makes you less squishy, because originally there wasn't very many like healing sources in Zen. Oh fuck, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Well, damn it, I was even hoping if I was gonna die I was gonna take that head crab with me. But you know, it's a definite improvement in terms of your overall... Oh shit, I gotta do that again. So, I didn't know that. I guess these things aren't that durable. So, these don't show up very often. I think in the original Half-Life, now, I could be wrong. Like, and please, honestly, correct me if I am. In the original Zen chapter, I think there was, like, those kinds of doodads, and they did sap your health or something. I'm not 100% sure. Gout. See, I like this. It's like, there's little, like, things the head crabs could live in. They have little fucking burrows, and that's so cute. Like, I will say some of it I don't agree with, and we'll get into that when we get there. But I do think, for all the additions that Zen brought, it's really good. Was it worth the wait? Yes. Was some of it not great? Oh yeah. There's a lot of Zen that I had to take a piss break or something after I get to Interloper, because that's... Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while. Interloper at least takes... Like right here, this is so cool. Like, okay, cool. You can barely see that tentacle. There's ichthyos in there. It's like... Oh, it's so cool. Like, this genuinely feels like a living, breathing, realistic ecosystem. Like, I mean, it's Half-Life, yeah, but I mean, it genuinely feels like this is a wild alien world. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say my first time I was like, oh, whatever, fucking, where's the end? Like, because I already had seen a lot of stuff for Zen, but when you play it, it's wholesomely different. I'm not gonna even lie and say I wasn't like, I got those chills when I heard the Zen soundtrack the first time, or, you know, I didn't get like a shred of almost feeling terrible when you kill Gonark and stuff. Like, I like it. There's a lot of cool things, and this is basically the puzzles of Zen. Is this just plug things in? We end up being, you know, Gordon Freeman the electrician by the end of this game, which is kind of strange, but oh well. I do like this part. It's very The Thingy. Like, essentially, these are new zombies added to Black Mesa. They're, you know, HEV zombies, which almost sounds like HIV zombie. They're pretty cool. I mean, it really gives you an idea in terms of power scale, because I've always thought, man, honestly, like, why is the HEV suit, like, such a big deal? And then you realize you can see, like, the electricity coming off of it, or the discharge or something like that, I guess. Like, it really does kind of feel like it's a power armor, almost, and, like, it makes some sense, you know, and you can also see little research notes here and there. I mean, you can do this on your own time. I'm not going to show every single thing, but this also is player training to say, hey, plug it in, plug it in. So, it's cool. I think this isn't, like, too obtuse to be, like, out of place in Half-Life, because, jeez, I can't believe I missed that many times. You also can see, like, this is how they were bringing back the creatures. This is how, like, everybody, like, got fucked up, basically. And it really does make you think, okay, maybe Black Mesa has been to Zen a lot longer than is implied in the vanilla game. Which, Opposing Force and, not Blue Shift, well, Blue Shift, I guess, they kind of explain that sort of thing, where it's like, okay, how long have they really been there? Because you see little encampments, but this makes it feel like humans have kind of been fiddle-faddling around with, you know, Zen wildlife a lot longer than is implied in the series, which I think is fine. Like, it's a good addition. This is technically not, like, official either by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a stickler for canon. I really don't give a shit as much as I ranted about how much I hated. This is a dumb puzzle. Just battery don't work, plug in the other. I think that's a bit lazy, but I genuinely don't think that this is bad. I think it's a reimagination of what Zen should have been, I guess. And to be fair, Zen is not that great in vanilla Half-Life, but it's not as bad as most people make it out to be. I personally have no issue with it, but that's also probably because I've played it for like 15 years. So I have maybe a little bit of bias there. I just genuinely don't think it was that bad. It goes by pretty quickly too, especially once you know what you're doing. And I do hate when people say, "Oh, once you know what you're doing." I like that. That's pretty funny. I hate that expression for most things, like, "Oh, duh, it's easy when you know what you're doing." Yeah, but if something's obtuse and you don't know what you're doing first, it's not fun. I just can't stress that enough. Like, if something is so bad, it has to be explained. Also, how the hell did they know that any of this shit wouldn't just vaporize their lungs, or, you know, there's a little bit of an issue there, but this is also player training to say, hey, these red things blow the fuck up. So I think this is where you get, like, the pizza is somewhere in this area. I don't know. I have not went down the rabbit hole that is the achievements for Black Mesa yet. So don't, like, ridicule me for, like, dude, you missed an easy achievement. Like, I don't mean to sound like a dick, but I just kind of haven't, like, cared about achievements for a long time. I kind of wish I did still, but, you know, that's neither here nor there, I guess. So, I do like this. Bite Crab, Sonic the Bulldog, Mr. Burns, Spit Squid. It's kind of a cute little idea that, like, the scientists wanted to name these things something, but they just didn't know what. So, I like that. It's fine. So this is a bit of an iffy one, but you can pretty much deduce this puzzle by just following the stream of lights. That's how I did it the first time, too. I just like... The puzzles in this aren't bad. I don't think they're too bad. Did everybody rocket skate around like this, though, is my question. Like, oh, man. This is just so cool. I love the soundtrack here. I love the atmosphere. As an Oregonian, it's very, like, close to home almost, of what it feels like to just walk through the woods to me. So, I like it. It's this mixture of, like, crazy alien fauna with, like, aquatic life that just, it looks really cool. Like, I like it. It's just super cool. Like, this I can't complain about. And the soundtrack really, really just makes it even better. So, I think the first time I played this, was very impressed. Like, even my second time I was like, alright, this is pretty cool. Like, right here, the first time I played this, I was just like, oh wow. Like, it just feels like that... I don't know how to explain it. I felt like fucking... It was really, like, majestic. And it makes you really kind of sympathize more with the Nihilanth, I guess. Like, it just wanted to have people, or its people and species or whatever, have a safer, better living environment. But then again, that's just what, you know, we put into it, I guess. Like, what if the Nihilanth's an asshole? What if he fucking, you know, eats his candy bars with silverware because he's a nut job, you know? What if that's the case, okay? Well, I don't think he can really eat much, but who knows, man? Who knows? I'm just saying, I like the idea that they made Zen essentially, it's still foreign, and it's still human recognition, like, that makes you go, oh, that's really pretty, or whatever. But it also makes you remember, oh yeah, this is a fucking alien planet full of really dangerous shit, and it kills people very easily, as implied by, like, the headcrab zombies, and, like, the dead research team, and all that. So, it makes you really go, okay, this is still a very dangerous, hostile world. So you shoot these red doodads, and they open up these flowers. That's the puzzle gimmick here. Which is fine. I don't think that's bad. The hitboxes on them are a little wonky, for sure. You guys probably could see it there. They activate before I actually landed on them. But yeah, I think it's fine. I really like this. Because I'm a fan of, like I said, I'm an Oregonian, so I love forests and stuff, but this just feels really cool. It also gives me some episode 2 vibes. This also trains you to say, okay, how do I figure it out? You follow the veins or whatever these are. Like I said, you really want to learn how to do this jumping mechanic, because this is the last time you're going to really get to... God damn it. This is the last time you're really going to get to experience how to effectively do it, I guess. Because if you don't, you're going to have a really bad time in the next couple parts. So, I'm not going to say it's bad. But like I said, if you played Half-Life Episode 2, this should feel very familiar, if that makes sense. And I say what you will, I don't mind these enemies. They're more annoying than anything. They're just basically like the kamikaze units from Serious Sam. That's kind of what I got from them. Like, and you can just do that. It's not like they're unavoidable. As long as you're maintaining distance between yourself and them, you should be fine. I don't think they're that bad. I've seen people bitch up a storm about those things, and I'm just like, dude, you have like the most mobility you'll ever have in a Half-Life game. So just do that. Like what I just did there, and you teleport away from them, basically. They're not even close to as fast as you are. You can just do this. But, you know, everyone's got to bitch about something, I guess. Me, personally, I think it's fine. They're an interesting, like, addition, because it makes, I don't know, it kind of makes you think, oh, maybe they're little Half-Life, they're not Half-Life, they're little Hound-Eye puppies or something, I don't know. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess. So, however, this part is pretty, like, iffy your first time. Jesus! Okay. So you see what I mean? I could just do that, and then I'm completely away from any potential damage. And they don't even really do that much damage. Maybe they do more in hard, I don't know. But it really doesn't feel like they're that bad, honestly. Maybe you just gotta get good, right? That's what everyone says. So I like this little puzzle. You have to put together the idea that, okay, the crystals are power sources, there's things that they plug into, and then boom. And then you activate this, and then you get a portal, and that's it. I like that. That's not a bad puzzle. It feels relatively simple, and still very Half-Life-y. However, like I said, we slowly become Gordon the Electrician after a while, and I think, personally, that gimmick gets old really quickly, especially towards the end of Zen, and like Interloper and shit. I don't think it's the worst. It's definitely not the best. It could have been way better. This part, however, people bitched about this, and I think, dude, just switch to a different weapon. Like, this happened in vanilla Half-Life to some extent, too. It's not like it was exclusively to this version of the game, so... And this also teaches you to survey your environment more, which I like. I personally think this is a well-made, like, section. However, I think this is also, up to a certain point, a kind of the only good section, I guess. I'm not saying that the rest of Zen is terrible, but it starts to dip pretty quickly. Like, you can tell this is the part that the developers worked the most on, and they're probably the most proud of, and I can see why. It's a very... I don't even have the beginning of understanding how to texture and map and design, and like the amount of work put into this is fucking jaw-dropping. Like, to think this was a free mod, that... Look at this shit! Like... Does this not, like, feel like, oh my god, that is so much effort? Like, you can't even knock that. Like, that is so... Just, damn. That's all I have to say. Like, it's just so much effort, and it's so pretty, and so... Just... Oh, dude, it's so good. Like, you can't even bitch. Like, I feel like... Even when I'm complaining, it's irrelevant, almost. Like... I can't complain, like, at all. However, as we'll soon find out, I don't enjoy Interloper at all. I think Interloper overstays its welcome for sure, and I don't... Oh shit, this part's a bitch. Now you don't take fall damage. If you haven't noticed, we have landing jets, so it kind of functions like the Doom 4 mechanic, that the Praetor suit had something like that in it, which I think is interesting, because I think that, call me crazy, but I'm sure Black Mesa came out before Doom 4, or Doom 5 for that matter. Oh, dicks. But that's something I always thought was strange, was Doom 4 didn't have fall damage, despite the fact that I feel like it really should have it sometimes. I'm not saying fall damage is bad. Look at Dark Souls 2, for God's sake. Oh no, I fell off of a 2-foot drop. There goes 80% of my health. Like, yeah, that's a example of excessive fall damage, but I definitely think it was just strange. Like, I have such an odd feeling about it, because all it really did was just slow you down, I guess? I'm not really sure. Like, in Doom 4, if you fell off of something, you were just like, ugh, and then you moved afterwards. This part, I think, is super pretty. I love this. Like, and look at this! It's like natural camouflage, and the enemies still attack the head crabs. Like, oh, it's so cool. God damn it, this is just... I can't complain. I literally do not have the ability to complain about this part. Like, at all, if I tried. The only thing I can say is, there's not enough of it. I really... You can probably hear it in my voice. This does give me a smile to play. I quite... Like, it feels... Like, this is what I think of when I think of an alien world. Like, other things interacting with other things and doing weird alien butt stuff. I don't know, man. It's just... There's so much about Zen that it was just nailed. Like, in terms of it being an entirely different planet. It really does, like, this is a great addition. I'm not gonna lie. It was worth the wait. I really do. Like, this, to me, is how you fan make something, and you put so much heart and soul and effort into it. This part, however, this part's fucking dumb. Alright, let's be honest. This is stupid. Who the fuck does this? And why? So this functions a lot like that scene in Half-Life, like, vanilla, where there's the, like, dicks! I felt that coming on. I was like, I'm dead. I can feel it. I slightly moved down. It's like that base where everything explodes, so it's an instant game over if you even so much as sneeze. Which, why? Why does this equate to a game over? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, and why would there ever be this many trip mines? What was the point? There's, like, this is all that's in here. I think you can just sneak walk. They have, like, asshole faces, and it's really gross. I'm pretty sure you can just vanilla walk away, and they just don't wake up. I don't know. It's just strange. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's just... It doesn't make sense from a story perspective or a gameplay perspective at all. Like, it's just... Here's some wacky alien stuff, and that's just weird. I don't know. It's not bad, but it's just strange. How the hell did you not die? Thank goodness for that. But yeah, now we can... Like, look at this shit. It's so goddamn cool. Okay, I can't even begin to, like, say that this is bad. Like, okay. That was interesting. Also, how the hell did the, like, HEV suits get infected if they were wearing a helmet? Like, I know that's, like, minor, but... Why the hell doesn't Gordon wear a helmet? Is he just like that kind of kid that fucking rolled around on a, like, skateboard without a helmet because he was too cool for school? He's Billie Eilish and his mom thinks he's cool or something? Like, honestly, that never made sense to me. But, oh well. So here's an introduction to the armored variety of hound eyes, aka I've grown up, daddy, I've leveled up. Which you just double shot them and they still die. They just have more... I think they have a little bit more HP than a regular hound eye, but obviously the glaring weak spot of big giant fucking eye sack is probably a pretty easy deduction of how to kill them efficiently. You can also see that they're resistant to explosions too. So, what the hell? Okay, that just happened. I'm not going to complain too much, but what the hell? Okay, thanks for saving me right there, game. That's what I wanted. Thanks, Chief. Thanks, bro. There, I just wanted to nuke one. Because I got pissed at that. These look weird. I like these kind of ass-looking plant things. It's a shame they didn't add Mr. Happy in this, or whatever his name was. I'm surprised that isn't actually in here, to be fair. So, there's also an achievement for finding those HEV dudes, if you really want to. I haven't done it personally. I'm not bothered by achievements anymore. Excuse me, gents. Thank you. Okay, I have to pee here, so I'm gonna... Excuse you. I'm not gonna get up and go down when you're still here. 1 second. Alright, and I'm back. That was a very exciting pee I had. Trust me, I've been holding that in for like an hour. I've had to pee for a while. So, I just thought you ought to know that. Okay. So, if you're curious, yeah, it's my day off right now. I record on my days off. I didn't notice these things moved. That's cool. I like that. They look like little asshole belly button pumpkin monsters. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, they are an alien object. They wouldn't appear to be like anything on Earth. That makes sense. So, I also like these. I mean, I don't think it's bad that they have these kinds of stations, because in the original Zen, there was those things. This is a bit weird. Like, it's like, oh, touch the things to solve the puzzle. Like, it just seems odd. I don't think it's bad. It's just weird. But see what I mean? Those are very effective, like, ways to kill those things. Just walk up to them and just go boom. They're dead. So, like, this just feels out of place, I guess. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's just a weird, like, thing. I also like how you can see that there's a little bit of a... That is a very loud stereo. There's a bit of a hierarchy. Like, those are probably Hound Eye pups, and then those are the big pimp daddy, you know, bruiser bastards, like the alphas, probably. I like that. It's little things like that that make... And I like all this aquatic shit. I love caves. I love, like, marine biology. I love all these things that are in this. And it just seems so cool. I still have a smile looking at all this, because someone had to think, what would an alien plant look like? And how do I, you know, how do we make it look unfamiliar but still familiar? Almost an uncanny valley appearance, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to make a break here, so I'll see you in a moment.